It's Friday, March 24th, and it is a chilly morning. Very, very cold. I don't know what the wind chill is, but thermometer says negative 18, but it's cold. Of course, because it's spring, right? Rod sent me this endearing screenshot of the upcoming forecast for next week. I think there's like 4 or 5 days of snow showers. I guess that's what they call spring in northwestern Ontario. I hope it's literally snow showers that you do not have to shovel. Because as much as I love a good workout, I'd prefer to choose the workout myself. Yeah. It is beautiful though, I do have to say. It's quite beautiful. Well, we got a monster coming here. Hey there, monster. Guys, be good. Are you coming, Charlie? Charlie! Oh, he's doing a job. He's doing a job. All right, well, it is supposed to be a sunny day today. Today is Friday, the day of preparation for the Sabbath. So Rod's working today, so Liz has got lots of work to do. And yeah, because we're doing laundry here now, we have to fill the water more frequently. So I got to do that. And no sledding today while I'm waiting for it to fill, because we don't have a trail here anymore. We don't have our little luge because of all the snow. I don't have it all, well, I have it all packed down, and I really don't, I don't know, I could give it a try. Maybe I will. Maybe I'll still try. It's not as icy as it was, but it's pretty crunchy. I just don't think it's gonna be the same as it was last week. So we've had, not last week, the week before. I'm losing my days. Getting back on track with my routine, and I've just been progressively trying to work my way up with the time, and it's still challenging. That time change really messed me up, but we'll get there. And I missed the Aurora Borealis, the Northern Lights last night. Plastered, everyone saw them, but me. Rod didn't see them either, but one of these days I will get to see them. But plastered all over so many people's photos. Everyone saw them. It's one of those things of being in the northern area that is just a treat to be able to see. So I look forward to someday. One of our problems is that we have this thing blocking our view. Otherwise, I think I probably would have seen them and come outside. But because it's so close to the house, you look outside and this is what you see. It totally blocks our view of here, the sky. Unfortunately. So we still have hopes of getting this monstrous thing moved, but it's quite the ordeal to have it moved, so we'll see. Anyways, dogs are standing at the door. Well, I don't know if you call that standing, but I better get them in. Cabbage pinata. Good morning, ladies. Good morning, ladies. Much warmer morning this morning. Good morning. I already got some laying in here. Come on, Ebs. Come on, Ebony. Much warmer morning. Still lots of snow, but it is already melting. Good morning, all. Today is Sunday, March 26th already. Wow, time flies. So, Thursday night, pretty much all across Ontario and some other provinces, the Aurora Borealis, otherwise known as the Northern Lights, made an amazing appearance, and we missed it. So, yeah. So, I set my alarm, but just in case. I saw an article that said that you still might be able to see it on the night of the 24th, and then last night as well. So, the night of the 24th, I set my alarm for 1:30 in the morning, and because a friend of mine said that they really came to life at 2 o'clock in the morning. So yeah, there was nothing. And then last night we stayed up until midnight and nothing again. So we missed it. And yeah, it just really, it's hard when you're on a routine, because like I've said, I'm trying to get up at 4:30 in the morning and start my morning routine, and I try to be a more structured person when it comes to routine. I'm way more productive, and things just work out better for me when I have a really good morning routine, and I tend to stay on track better. And so when you're normally in bed before 9:30, or at least by 9:30, and you're staying up till midnight, and then waking up at 4:30 in the morning, yeah, it doesn't make for a great night's sleep, especially if the animals are up through the night, which Thorne just happened to be. He's got the zoomies. There he goes. Ah, he's way up there. Yeah, and then the night before, set my alarm. I was in a dead sleep. I was having such a good sleep, and then the alarm goes off 1:30 in the morning, and I was like, ah, get up, look outside, and I'm like, there's nothing. And yeah. So yeah, I hope we can catch them another time. But wow, were they ever magnificent. Unbelievable. If you haven't seen photos, you definitely need to look them up. Like purples and pinks, and some were even reds and blues and greens, and extravagant. God sure did put on a show. So yeah, maybe next time. Good morning from Tiny Foot Acres. Didn't realize I was recording you, did you? You're quiet now? Where are you going, Thorne? Huh? He's following a rabbit. Are you hunting rabbits? Are you hunting rabbits? What are you doing? What you doing?
I am clearing out the cars and deleavening them.
What do you mean?
Well, we not only have Passover coming, but we have the Feast of Unleavened Bread coming. So, Feast of Unleavened Bread, we do cleaning to clean out all the leavening that we have in our cars. Leavening is symbolic to sin. So even a little bit of leavening that's left in our cars is like having a little bit of sin in our house or our lives.
So what's leavening?
Leavening is actually the leavening agents that puff up something. And so any baking soda or
Yeast.
Any of those ingredients. Sorry, it's kind of commonplace what we're looking for, but to actually say it.
So if we stopped and got a muffin somewhere and ate it in the car, or if we got groceries and put them in our trunk,
yeah,
if
there's always a chance. Even the wrappers from the garbage that were. So we do a very thorough cleaning, and I'm just kind of getting the clutter out first, and then shaking out all the bags and everything else, and then I'll be going in and using the power vac to vacuum up everything else. And to the best of my ability, and we do the same thing in the house, but this is what I'm doing. It's a nice day out, so this is a perfect time to be doing something and it's coming up real soon, so
next week
we need to make sure that we have this done before Passover.
While Rod's out cleaning the cars, I'm inside deleavening in here. So anywhere where we've eaten, we have to check the ingredients of any of our food and also clean the shelving or whatever. So we'll have to do the fridge, which is what I'm going to do now. Any of our food storage we have to clean, check the ingredients, and anything that has leavening in it. So the three major leavening agents that we would have in our house is baking soda, baking powder, and yeast. So you check all of your food items. Now, Rod and I don't eat bread very often, so we don't have a toaster. We do have a toaster oven, but we haven't used that. I don't even think we've used it since we moved here. We had it in the bus, but we've cleaned it since then. So anything that would have, even like anything with a breading on it, like a bread covering on it, like so anything like if you have fish with breading on it, or even some French fries have like a coating on it. Now Rod and I, for the most part, eat as much from scratch as we can. So occasionally we will have things that we probably shouldn't, but we don't eat that on a regular basis. So just because we've had it, we still have to clean. So here we go. Hi, Roddy.
Hey.
I'm just about to clean the fridge. What are you coming in here with?
Eggs.
Oh. You use the scoop. Our food scoop.
Yep.
He brought the eggs in the food scoop.
Better than my pockets. I learned.
Now we have to take that back.
Somebody does. Like me. Hey, what you doing?
We already went through that.
Oh. You're doing the same thing in here I was doing out there.
Deleavening.
What's that again? Oh, yeah, I know.
Oh, you're covered.
Yep. I'm going back out here to fluff.
You're going back out to fluff. Alright. So, here. We use baking soda as a detergent type thing in our fridge, but every year, even though we don't use it to eat it, we are going to throw it out because we don't want it in any of our quarters, which means any of our property. So that's going in the garbage. And it's good to refresh every year anyways. So every year in the spring, this is something that we do. And as we clean, just like the leavening puffing something up, representing sin, we're thinking about the sin in our own lives and getting rid of it from our lives. Even though it's symbolic, it's still something that we're thinking about logically as we clean, and how easy it is that those little pieces of crust or crumbs still get stuck places, and we know that we'll never be able to find them all and never be able to get them all out, but that we're still going through the motions. We're still trying our best to clean and get that out of our lives as best that we can, and knowing that if it wasn't for the blood of Jesus Christ, we wouldn't have forgiveness. And it's just it's one of our favorite time of year. That and the fall holy days. Cleaning sure is easier in a tiny home compared to having a 4-bedroom house. This is much easier. But I do have to say, it gets dirty faster. It doesn't take as long to clean. So you're pretty much straightening up and sweeping every day, but it just doesn't take that long. So Rod heard the chickens freaking out. You can see footprints in the snow here. And they go over here. All the way up there. You can still hear the chickens freaking out. Pretty sure it was a lynx. You okay, honey? You okay? They're all up, freaking out. Thorne's on the track. Very much on its track. Well, good morning all from Tiny Foot Acres. We have a winter wonderland. Need to get that snow cleaned off. It's starting to cave in. This is the heavy wet snow. It's so beautiful. Good morning. It's April 3rd, and we got a fresh new blanket of white around us this morning. Look at that. All cleaned off. Well, except for the very top, but that's just a small dusting. Another nice pile of snow. Who's telling me off in here? Who's telling me off in here? Huh? I can hear you in there laying eggs. Good morning. Today's Tuesday, April 4th. And you can see the sunrise behind me. Doesn't look that pretty right now, but it's there. Sun's not like totally up yet, so. Today, finishing up our deleavening and getting ready for our Passover service tonight. And yeah, it's been a bit of a week. It's only Tuesday. But yeah, I've had some glitches in my health, which I've told you guys about before, just with the vertigo and dizziness. So I did seek a little bit further into it, and I actually decided, I'm pretty sure I have some inflammation in my body, because I think almost everybody does. And I've battled some chronic stuff basically since I was a young teenager or even younger. So yeah, I've been fasting and feeling a lot better. And yesterday I leaned down to clean all the snow out of my boot, and Thorne thought I was trying to play with him, so he came running on full and collided his head into my head. And so that's not fun. Thankfully I had been fasting, and I would have thought it would have brought on a killer headache for me, but it's definitely tender, and I should have iced it, and I didn't. But definitely glad that it didn't do any more damage, other than just it's really sensitive and really sore. But bit of he's got a hard head. He's got a big head and a hard head, and poor Charlie has dealt with him trampling him and everything else, which he's dealing with right now. Thorne, this is what happens. He gets these zoomies, and okay, and he has no real idea of how much strength he has, and he just can't seem to control himself. Okay, stop. So they're calling for more snow tonight, starting tonight into tomorrow, another 25 centimeters. So we'll see if that happens. Sometimes we get it, sometimes we don't. Sometimes it's delayed, so, and sometimes it's not as bad as they say it's going to be, so we'll take whatever comes and deal with it when it does. So I just want to say happy Passover and Feast of Unleavened Bread to those who celebrate or observe it. It's more of a Passover season, and it's not really. Passover is quite somber, so we don't usually say happy Passover, but happy Passover season, I guess. And remember, life's too short. Take any adventure that you can.